it's quite pleasing to say, are from Palestine. Now, our next speaker is from Gaza. Mysara Ibrahim is a British Palestinian who's originally from Gaza City. He, like countless, has seen family members killed in the recent attacks and the barbaric Israeli bombardments. He's a specialist in education, diplomacy, and he'll be speaking for a few minutes, 5 to 6 minutes, on his personal experience of the genocide. So, Mysara, over to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me. I'm pleased to share this platform with a wonderful panelists and wonderful audience. I actually was born and raised in Gaza. And of course, as every Palestinian, as a refugee, I lived in a refugee camp, Jabalia refugee camp in the north of Gaza, where I grew up and lived there for a significant time of my life. Before moving to live in Gaza City, after my dad worked so hard to find us a very good house outside the refugee camp. I'm also a survivor of the Israeli 2008 unprovoked attack on Gaza, which has claimed the life of more than 1,400 people. I myself witnessed the killing of a few different people before my eyes, including boys, which Israeli occupation forces later on announced they are targeting Hamas, which the event took place in front of my eyes. Something I will never forget, which I don't really like to talk about, to be honest. Basically, Gaza, as known to everyone, is like a concentration camp. We actually live in a concentration camp, a place which is controlled by Israel from air, from ground, and from the sea. And anyone goes out of Gaza is born alive again. It was a very difficult life, to be honest. It is a very difficult life. My entire family, they live in Gaza at the moment. My parents, my siblings, my wife's family. My family actually didn't refuse to leave a home in Gaza City. The home that my dad worked so hard for, sweat and tears for years until he managed to pay back the mortgage, as every other Palestinian people. So please, when you hear someone's home was bombed, just remember this. It is there actually, the hard working. And in Gaza, the culture of the Palestinian people is centered around a family home. It is centered around a family home. Family in our life is everything. So they refused to leave, but Israel rained them with artillery shelling and bombing, so they basically escaped middle of the night, running from one home to another home, and then luckily they made it out alive. When I spoke to my dad next day, my dad is a strong man. He's always actually tried to be strong for us, providing for us, working so hard. But that was the first time ever in my life I've seen him weak. I've seen him actually traumatized and very, very terrified. And the reason why, when they went out, they have seen horror that you always see in the movies. Bodies of people killed, hundreds, on the streets of Gaza. Families, children, women, men, they're all lying down, soaking in their own blood. And that's why, because what Israel do, they have these sniper drones. So they're actually flying all over Gaza and killing every single person moving in the city. My family were lucky, but those people, unfortunately, who've had backpacks, and it seems that they were running away, but they didn't make it actually to safety, or what's so-called safety. So that scene actually traumatized my parents, and of course my siblings, their spouses, their children. Something that my dad told me he has never ever imagined in his life is going to see. It is genocide. It's killing innocent people for nothing. And then when they made it to this so-called safe corridor, they have seen more bodies on the road of that safe corridor. And literally after they passed, the Israeli snipers killed families behind them. Again, more killing. And when it comes to killing, Israel is very innovative. My family made it to safety. They now live in shelters, in dire conditions. As you all know, winter has just arrived. They couldn't actually pack any winter clothes. They're struggling to find water, trying to find food.